Welcome
Hello.
back.
Welcome to Opposites that Chat. I'm John.
And I'm
That was a good episode. Survivor.
That was so
Australian
good.
Survivor.
Okay. Out of 10. 3, 2, 1, 8.
9. I really liked it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the end, shall we?
Yes.
Both of our predictions were wrong.
Both of our predictions wrong?
Yeah.
What ones?
I predicted Lottie would go.
Oh.
Who did you predict?
I think my final answer was Lyndall or Loz.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe it was Loz. I can't remember. But
I mean, there was no way we were going to get that right because of that amazing twist. Having a surprise elimination challenge, immunity challenge, and Lyndall just established herself as the immunity threat that she will be in Merge if they let her get this far, and she's got an idol as well. So, yeah, I wonder why the black girl decided to leave Loz out of that tribal. My theory is that she's close to Loz, and she knew Loz was in danger. So if she just removes her, it forces the attention to be on Lyndall.
Yeah, I definitely disagree.
Or Harry.
I think her name's Ash, isn't it? Ash.
I'm not sure how to pronounce her name because she, like, I see how it's spelt, but I keep listening out for them saying her name, and I can never catch it.
I think I heard Lottie say Ash, and it sounds like I'm just saying arse in Portuguese. With a Portuguese accent saying it in English.
Right, gotcha. I was just like, no, it doesn't.
I think she said, sorry. Yeah, but I think that she is a strategist. I think she's his play game, and I think she went Loz and Lyndall could potentially get some votes together, and even 2 votes is too much of a risk. Let's just get rid of Loz.
I see.
And
we'll have weaken the minority.
Yeah, weaken the minority. It will only be which. Oh yeah, like just absolutely mental though, like how that all unfolded. Really, like I don't really know where to start with it because my head instantly goes to that moment. Yeah, where the traps fall down. Like she
reveal.
Plays her advantage. All of a sudden, everyone's like, "Wow!" The other tribe go, and then bang! Like a whole immunity. Individual immunity, which is like super rare in a.
We've never seen this before, have we?
We've never seen it like this, but obviously Simon had individual immunity. We've seen individual immunities. Yeah. Never. I don't think we've ever seen it before.
Directly after a challenge.
No, not, and especially like the reveal, like it really feels like, they've got David as the host, but they've also been changing. Like it's not just the host they're changing; they're trying to like change some other stuff. I
disagree. I just think Australian Survivor always do something, and such exquisite twists every single time. Like US Survivor could never. And I know Jeff is just rolling around in his, I don't want to say his grave, but that sentiment in that like. Ever since the new era, every time they try to do something, it's always just a little bit meh. But meanwhile, we've got Australian Survivor just knocking it out of the park again and again and again, creating the most juicy, jaw-dropping moments back to back to back, season after season after season, consistently like this. This is just top-notch production execution. Incredible.
It was really
incredible
good
stuff. It was so captivating. It was cinema.
Yeah.
All beginning through to the end. I mean, we start with the like dynamics of both tribes. Tensions are high for both tribes. Yeah. Even though we've not seen Baron in tribal, we've got Mark going up to Johnson. So you've been saying my name like he's the Godfather or something? Like, he's so high on his boots right now. Oh, it's so good. And then Johnson just like, and Kayla's stirring the pot like. Even though, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's a season where I felt like the drama in both seasons are just as interesting as each
tribes.
other. Yeah, sorry, both tribes, yeah.
But don't you think the returnees will do that? Again, like, I just think...
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I thought, I'll probably get bashed for this as an unpopular take, but I thought that Hayley was boring as in Heroes versus Villains. Her and Sean. Boring as.
But they weren't the only returnees. There was loads of returnees.
Who else were the returnees in their tribe? I thought it was just Hayley and him, and then you've got George and Simon.
Yeah, loads.
Oh, and Joker.
Yeah.
But come on.
Loads, yeah.
But regardless, that's a great example. The Heroes tribe was boring as.
Yeah.
It was all about the Villains tribe. That's where the action was at. And then the swap happened, and then we got the iconic God doesn't like Paige.
Yeah.
Which, but this tribe is giving us
somehow on the Heroes.
Tension on both tribes. And the dynamics played out exactly as I thought, in the sense of Lottie isn't going to want to get rid of Harry now because she understands she needs Harry to soak up the target. Because with him gone, she then becomes the biggest threat. So as long as the returnees can stay to distract the other players, and you can dwindle the numbers of the weaker players that aren't really playing, the more, or the higher likelihood Lottie will have to make it further into the game and actually win it. Be in a position to win it. So that's very astute of her. Again, A-tier caliber player. And I'm just going to give it to Jackson again.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I'm so proud of him. I didn't know he had that in him.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him. That was so good.
It was, I found it a little bit frustrating, kind of because it made it all a bit anticlimactic. You knew that Harry was going to go home now, or it would be pretty...
But it was still risky. Jackson could have gone home from
this isn't a criticism on Jackson, because,
I think it's criticism worthy, though. I do think it is.
Oh.
I'm proud of him because he was doing something. He was trying. I saw him try. I saw him give his best. The criticism is you keep the flint. You don't give the flint to Simon. You keep the flint. You say all of this. Keep in mind who is the one doing blackmail, who's blackmailing the tribe, who's trying to run things here. I'm going to show you I'm the one with the flint.
But he's saying...
Just vote Harry out.
But
whereas, as soon as he gives the flint, all of his power is gone. It wasn't even his idea. And the fact that he had agreed to it in the first place, it wasn't his idea. There's a world where they just, okay, yeah, and they vote Jackson out anyway. That could have always have happened. Whereas if he just says everything he said, I'm not criticizing the speech. I'm criticizing giving away the flint.
No,
if he just keeps the flint,
I'm with you.
But I get what he was trying to say. He was trying to make it a point of we're potentially going into swap. Some of us will probably be in the minority. Do you want someone you can trust? You want a team player. I'm the team player. I could have risked going with the flint. You guys were going to vote your flint away. I'm going to reveal it, give it to you guys.
Yeah.
So now you're not guaranteed, because I want us to do well.
I think it's the ultimate execution to a lot of actions to what his words are saying. Yeah,
but I don't think that was necessary. I think you still keep the threat to guarantee you stay another day, and no one would have faulted you for it. I mean, I could see from Cameron's reaction alone and him being like, that was goofy, because he did so well, and then he gave all that power up, and now it's all just lip service, and he just forfeits that power to the tribe and hopes. He's living on a prayer now,
hear you know? I definitely disagree.
When it's already clear that they were considering voting him out because none of them could be bothered to hear his pitch.
But I definitely disagree, because if you think about it, if Jackson goes home with the flint in his pocket, he just proves to them that they made the right decision anyway. You say, oh, Harry's blackmailing you. Well, the reality is Jackson's just blackmailing you just as much, because he's happy to even go. He's even got the opportunity to say, guys, look, this was a try to keep me in the game. It didn't work. I don't want this. And to give there's no thing that it just proves that they sent home the right person.
I just don't get that. I just feel like Jackson was not the one doing the blackmailing. Jackson was in on the plan and was happy to hop on that plan. And then he's backing out of that plan and putting a light on Harry. Do we know if Jackson had always planned to do that? Or did he read the room and was like, oh, they're still going to vote one of us out anyway. Let me just do this as a last hurrah. And hopefully that earns my, playability in the tribe. I think, like, to be honest with you, I think Harry staying was only good for Lottie. I don't think it would have been good for any other tribe member, because I just would not trust Harry in a swap. It doesn't matter if he has more experience. He is primed and ready to go. Do you think those returnees are going to want to send him home?
Well,
like, if he's in a tribe swap with 2 other returnees and you're with him in the tribe, he's leaving you for dust and being like, yeah, I'm going to be part of the returnees now. And then the returnees are going to snipe everybody else.
Yeah, so you're saying Harry is definitely the right person to send home.
Yeah, except for Lottie. Lottie's game relies on Harry because he soaks up the attention. There's a world...
But because we're still yet to see if it relies on it or not.
Well, Harry's gone, so we're not going to see.
Well, the point is like you can't say she's relying on Harry. Like, she was hoping to use Harry.
No, I'm not saying like she's relying on, please, I need you in this game. Him in the game is Harry in the game for Lottie gives her more time to stay under the radar, which she needs to get further into the game.
She doesn't. Well,
she needs to stay further into the game because listen to me. She is running her tribe. As soon as the returnees go, the attention. Who's the biggest target? It's Lottie.
Well, it's for sure
in the bounty tribe.
For sure. But like, 100%. We can't talk definite. Because she can play clever.
She's already running the tribe. Yeah, like, it's harder. She's going to have to work a lot harder because more people are going to want to vote her out. She's easier. Her threat level just is more noticeable with Harry and Simon and Mark and Brooke gone.
Yeah.
So for her game and her longevity, it plays to her strengths to have them here to soak up the attention.
And that's my point.
She knows that. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But it's playing to her strengths, not that she doesn't need to rely on him. It's playing to her strengths. No, but I'm
not saying she's relying on him like she needs Harry. Oh, please, otherwise I'm going to go home.
Like, how it implies.
You're taking it too far. Okay. I'm just saying that...
I'm taking your words literally. That's where you...
What I'm saying is the only person it benefits is Lottie for Harry to survive this tribal. Harry surviving...
Simon?
Yeah, and Simon. Besides those 2, it doesn't benefit anybody else in that tribe whatsoever. He is not invested in any of those people. If it meant him or them, he's cutting you lot dead to rights to get himself further in the game. I mean, just for his, like, the fact that he threw away, he could have survived this tribal, but he had to let his big old ego, as soon as he got comfortable, that Harry driving the bus, he has to drive something, and pulls this out of nowhere that got him sent home. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous.
I feel sad, like, seeing him cry at the end and Simon crying, like, in the way that, but you did it to yourself, Harry. Like, the first 2 episodes or first 2 votes.
Like, he hasn't learned.
Yeah, like, we're both saying, he is way too comfortable. Oh.
Yeah, you go. So basically, we've got a crumble.
Well.
Oh, can they still hear?
Yeah.
We got a crumble in the oven, John's specialty actually, and it's just ready. But yeah, so what I was saying is that Harry staying only benefits Lottie and Simon. Everyone else in that tribe cannot reliably depend on Harry for their longevity. As much as he has experience playing from the bottom, that doesn't mean it's going to play to your interests, to your strengths. So I think I was surprised to see that Jackson was still in the bottom after yesterday's vote. But I mean, I could see an argument for Jackson going as soon as I realized that, like, Jackson always has the narrative of being able to say, to the other tribe, they voted out my number one in our second tribal. They mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
They're dead to me.
Yeah.
Vote them all out. I don't care. He can always play that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he'd be a good option to vote out. But yeah, Cameron's gone a long way, hasn't he? Since episode 1 to wanting Jackson out to being like, no, I want to keep Jackson and vote out Harry.
Cameron's come a long way from being centre of like say being being the big man to being absolutely nothing but a blind vote. But it could just be an edit.
The short man syndrome, I think, is coming through.
Yeah.
His reactions are gaggy. I love his reactions. The way he's like, and I will be honest, as like someone who wears glasses and my eyesight is poor, piss poor. It looked like when he looked to David, like shocked at what Jackson was doing, it looked like he wasn't quite looking at him. It's like he sacrificed the glasses to be able to just, I look better without my glasses, so let me look, and then proceeds to kind of look a bit vague.
Yeah, that's funny.
Just speaking from my experience, I could see that would be quite tricky.
Yeah, well, I guess like you've kind of thrown up something, and I didn't necessarily think about it, but I'm more just like spitballing and jumping off what you just said. But like I don't feel as strongly that the Harry only benefited Simon and Lottie. I think this is Survivor, and we've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen. They're in a very small tribe. Like, I actually am fearing that they've got rid of Harry and that we've seen tribes like become this small in merge, and like it's very easy pickings, especially brutal when it's players like Jackson in there, because they're just such an easy pick off. They hear a little safety plan and they jump on it when they're going to be gone in the next vote because of it. When like someone like Harry will be a strong leader for them in something that's going to be very difficult to maneuver. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it's a great like what I'm not saying is they absolutely should have kept Harry because of this. Like, it's still a risk, but I do think with the way the amount of tribal councils that they've had to endure now, the amount of players they've seen go off their tribe, someone with Harry's experience and an ability to turn things could actually be a good, useful.
I mean, you just know what type of player Harry is because he's had time to play. For all you know, you've got, and in my opinion, you definitely do. Lottie is a better player than Harry. That's my take here, because she was able to go toe to toe with the returnee and win. Like, Lottie is someone that you need, and you already have her, and she's not a returnee. Interesting. I think that Harry is not that strong of a player because he's a great player, but he has his weaknesses, and his weaknesses are being able to play from the top. I just think he's unbearable when he's at the top of the tribe. He can't help but say he's running the show. He knows how to piss the tribe off. And yeah, that's fine when you're in the bottom and it doesn't matter what they think. But like, he just managed to scrape himself another day and he just blew it because for what? For ego? Like, what was that realistically going to achieve? Like, did he really believe that Harry, that he could make the tribe vote Richard? And even if he did pull that off, does he really think the tribe will want to work with him after that? But the only way that works to his benefit is if there was a tribe swap right after and he's in the majority or he's in the minority and can hop ship. But if it's not a tribe swap after that shit, that tribe's coming back and they're 100% wanting to vote Harry off. Like, he better find an idol or something in between there, or his tribe has to win immunity, because all that would have achieved is animosity within the tribe. Working relationship burnt to a crisp after pulling that shenanigans. And Jackson gets the benefit off of the fact that, like, oh, I didn't know any better. I'm just new here. You know what I mean? So he wouldn't have been blamed. Harry would have copped the heat for that.
Well,
I think the only benefit to the rest of the tribe, if Harry survived this, is that if the other tribe would want to prioritize voting Harry first.
Say that again.
The only way Harry can benefit the rest of the tribe, besides the two I mentioned, Simon and Lottie, is if he happens to land in the minority, specifically, and the Baron tribe want to vote him out first thing. And you buy yourselves one extra tribe.
Yeah.
And again, that's just delaying the inevitable. You guys will probably, unless you can find a majority within that swap, you lot are done as well. Like, it's only Harry going first. But then if Harry's in the majority, he's probably going to work with the minority to snipe you guys.
Possibly, but it's whether,
it's just no point.
Okay.
There's no point.
Well, somewhat like...
Whereas someone like Jackson, he doesn't have like Harry even has relationships on the other side.
Yeah.
Like in another tribe where you have like tribe members that have like, imagine you've got two tribe members and they have a family member on the other tribe.
Yeah.
You're voting them out because you're like, well, they have connections. Or you're like, well, they have connections, so we'll keep them.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like, yeah. But, I mean, one thing I would like to say is that, actually, go on. I'm going to change the subject a bit. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, like, it's a credit to Lottie that she managed to actually convince the tribe to vote out Jackson over Harry.
Yeah.
Going in. If that was exactly what was happening, you know, maybe the plan did stay as Jackson when they went in there. But like from what the edit showed us, it looked like, okay, Harry's fine and it's going to be Jackson. And I'm going to give full credit to Lottie because Simon ain't doing shit for Harry. Simon is just hoping and praying that like the tribe will want to keep Harry.
Yeah.
And in fact, this was all Simon's mess if you think about it. If he actually just fact-checked Lottie's lie, Paula would have still been in the game and they would have had more of a safety net.
Potentially, yeah.
Because he didn't fact-check.
That
Paula was going after him, which wasn't true, at least from the edit.
Realistically, though, is this actually a bad thing for Simon's game?
No.
Yeah, I don't think this affects him one bit.
And him coming into merge down and out is the best. I just don't want him to work too hard in the immunity challenges. I think if he goes to merge, if he makes it as far as merge and is winning immunities back to back to back off the rip, that's not going to do him any favors. I think if he like loses the first 7, and he starts turning it up towards the end, then that would be better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. It's definitely left it very interesting for. It's definitely left it very interesting now. What's next? And I'm definitely concerned for what's going to happen in Tribe Swap. Like, I really hope we don't see. I think it's just horrible because, like, I don't know about you, but like, I feel like I really like their tribe, and they're getting to chew each other, like eat each other up at the moment, or having to eat each other up at the moment, and like the other tribe is not so likable. It's not really got many people to root for. Maybe it's just because we haven't watched them enough, and maybe it's because Mark's their leader. But like, maybe it's just a me thing. But yeah, I
mean, they've been in the unfortunate position of losing reward and winning tribal. That is the disaster for no camera time, and it's still impressive that we even know what's going on, and it's still kind of we're getting a heartbeat. And obviously Caleb made a showing today with gumption, so I love that he came in ready to play. I feel like he's just raring to go. He's been bored at his tribe.
He shows a big Survivor naivety though, wouldn't you say?
I think it's just short man syndrome as well. It's played him just as it's played Cameron.
I don't feel like that.
He's just ready. He's just like, let's just go. Let's make something. Like, let's get rid of these big people. Like, come on. What are we faffing about for?
Just going off yesterday's chat though, how don't you see? Oh, because your point is, like, I was going to say, how is Don not stronger than him? But your point is, within the tribe, Don is in a weaker position.
Yeah, I'm specifically talking about the dynamics of the tribe and where the power sits.
Yeah.
And by power, I mean influence.
Yeah.
How many people trust you and are willing to go where you want to take them? Willing to trust you with their game. You know?
Okay.
No one's trusting Don with their game.
Well, can't even keep his brother.
Bless him, and bless him with the announcement. I think that was like a last-ditch effort of just like, please like me, guys.
Yeah.
My brother's famous. He's a famous, really well-known and respected Survivor player and athlete. Please, just give me a chance, which, fair play. Which I feel like only further cements what I was saying, that Don knows where he sits in the tribe.
Yeah.
Don has better social reads than Lyndall. Lyndall is still oblivious as ever. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot about this. I need to put my tea down. Guys, she wins immunity and she says, I didn't even need it. She said, I didn't even need it.
I don't think that's what she meant. I think she was, she was referring to her skills in high heels, because she was like, I could have won that without the skills.
No. She was referring to winning immunity, because it was right in the beginning, as soon as she won, and they're like walking away. I didn't even need this.
I don't think,
You didn't need it, girl?
I really think,
Rewind it, rewatch it.
Well,
She said that, and it was only afterwards in her confessional that she mentions the heels. She said that before. And I could not believe that the girl has the confidence. I wish I could be that delusional. Like, I don't understand. Does she not know that she's on the bottom? Does she not know?
Let's put a pin in this though, because we need to clarify. Because both of us think different things. We should clarify this.
Yeah, we can clarify next episode.
Yeah.
But like, 100%, she came away from that being like, well, of course I was going to win it, but I didn't even need this though. You didn't need this because you thought you were surviving tribal, or because you were going to play the idol? That's like, I hope you meant because you were going to play the idol. Like, but she didn't mention the fact that she's got an idol and she gets to survive now 2 guaranteed days, which is what you usually hear when people from the bottom
I think
get away with not having to use their idol for 1 week.
I think we definitely saw something today, which is why, like, like some sort of reason as to why Lyndall's not getting a dummy edit, because she's clearly very good at the poverty challenges,
Hopefully they will peep that and vote her out before then. But John, I just cannot believe how oblivious she's being. She's gone and done the same mistake again in this scramble.
Oh, yeah.
She decides to throw the person who's telling her she's on the bottom.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, it is like...
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so painful. And it's the fact that she's lucky and she has no idea how lucky she is. She thinks she's doing something.
Like, it's just frustrating that, like, still in Survivor that we have... I guess what makes it really frustrating is like the edit's not showing her like she's doing anything wrong. Like, yeah. So like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are really enjoying her and like her and would call her confident, but yeah, like Oblivious is definitely, she's confident, but yeah, like
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's really frustrating, like someone like her having info and then but like, look, let's get real. Like, there's only one way for players like this. Like, they don't. like, unless all of a sudden we start respecting winning challenges,
I'm
to
ready.
the point where they're ready to like vote a champion because of that. Like, there's no way because she's not going to maneuver past difficult moments, is she?
Well, I'm going to say this. This is my prediction for Lyndall. She is going to be a finalist at Tribal, and she's going to be a 0 vote finalist.
Yeah.
She's going to get all the way to the end and still believe in the delusion that, like, everyone else is stupid for letting her get this far. She's played the best game. She's going to be the most grand. And Lyndall swindled left and right, and she's going to be gagged. She's going to be there, like, when she sees no one vote for her, because she's going to be like, well, obviously I'm winning. But yeah, that's my prediction. I'm so confident that that's going to happen.
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
I'm trying to, like, while you're saying it, I'm like trying to work out all the different routes for her to make it to the final, and I can see her just being a useful vote for the opposition tribe, and she just keeps on skating by like that and becoming what you're saying. But I think realistically, like, she's probably just going to sit with someone, think she's safe the whole time, and then just gets voted out, and it's a very blasé, bland vote out, and she's like mind blown, and we probably won't get to see that mind blown side of her, but there's a real chance that she could have an idol for a very long time. Yeah. Oh, but obviously Brooke knows about the idol, and
yeah, I mean, but there's a world where if she's the minority in the swap, she's getting swallowed up with Brooke. If she's in there with Brooke and they both have idols.
That's a very good point.
You know, like, she can do some damage. And if she finds her way to Brooke, there's a world where Brooke has enough. She can do it for both of them. You know what I mean?
Brooke is going to want someone from the other side, obviously. So yeah, actually, like,
I think she has a good chance of doing really well. Like, being in the bottom now and surviving. Yeah. It is wonders for you, because you don't come in with any of the threats. Lottie's coming in with the threat. The triple threat of Cameron and Asia. Asia, I am really sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Yeah, I'm so happy though. It's not every day we get to see people of color running the tribe and being in the nucleus of power. It's just filling my soul up inside, watching them play and knowing that they're ready to play. Like, they're scheming and they understand what they need to do. So exciting. I can't wait. And you can tell she's switched on, man. She's ready.
Yeah, she's definitely. Yeah, like, let's hope she's, like, she could end up being you know, like the sales person from season 41, and the dude that, I think it was season 42.
Jesse and the elevator guy.
Yeah, she could end up being the Jesse to their relationship, because Lottie is very, you know.
Lottie, come on, let's put some respect on Lottie's name. She's not as, like, the elevator guy was relying on Jesse's strategy. She's a
fantastic player.
Yeah.
But I think she probably, you know, especially as she grows in power, she's going to think she's immune to her accomplice, because she thinks, well, she needs me. Look, we as the viewers don't feel like that, because we're seeing her confessionals, her talk, but it's very easy for these people. Well, it looks like it's always very easy for these people for the power to go to their head a little bit.
When I think Lottie is just a make it happen sort of person. Like,
she certainly looks like a quick learner, doesn't she?
Yeah, for sure. I think she's like Kirby caliber of just like, she just gets it. I think Kirby, Kirby doesn't know what she's doing. It's just instinct. Lottie knows what she's doing. Now, I think that Lottie would know when she needs to start worrying about the people closest to her. I think she knows, because again, and they would all know, you know? So, yeah, very, very invested in what's happening so far. It was not a snooze fest.
Yeah.
I was wearing this, but I was not asleep. I was gagged. And the challenges as well, like they're consistently having them finish like tit for tat, so close. It was so painful watching them see the puzzle piece and putting it in the wrong place.
Like when you know, like what I was saying earlier, like when you're really like cheering on a tribe, and then you, like, especially after they've been at tribal council 3 times in a row now, you like really like want them to win, and then just seeing them fumble like that. Like I still missed what was. Like I could see obviously on the left hand side the one that was in the wrong place because it had the pattern in the wrong place, but then when they swapped them over I actually couldn't see what was wrong with it.
There was too many cooks in the kitchen, because I think it was just one piece that was wrong, if I remember correctly, and they took way too many out.
I think it must have been at least 3 actually, because they did what I thought was wrong.
Because what I spotted was the E and the D.
I might be wrong.
Because redemption, like the ED was like, there was a piece that had the end of the E and the next letter, and it fit in both of those slots. But if you look at the background, you can see that the background doesn't flow. So that's what they had missed, is what I noticed. But yeah, as soon as I saw Simon run up there, I was like, no, Simon, no, the puzzles is not for you.
But Simon must have been on the puzzle before that, right? Because
he wasn't, no.
You only got designated puzzlers. You can never normally just swap in and out.
I think it was just because they locked that in and they were told that's not correct. And then, you know, he just like leaped into action like, okay, I'm ready. Like, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? You know?
Okay. Yeah, well, should we jump to predictions for the next one? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Let me think. Was there anything else that was interesting?
Like we saw Johnson and Mark, we sort of covered it a little bit. Like,
do you think that was smart of Mark to do?
Look, I feel like kind of what I said yesterday, like I feel it's really difficult for me to follow that tribe closely when we're barely seeing
so
them.
little.
And for like I think because it's Mark, it's not a bad thing to do, because he seems to prove me wrong in what I think is smart to do all of the time.
I personally think
it's very bold.
Yeah, and to do it in front of someone else as well. I think that felt like a Dirty Harry move. It feels like if Harry was on top, he would approach someone just like that.
But hasn't Mark been doing that all season? All of the last 5 episodes?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's running a mafia. Like, he's running the tribe off of intimidation and off of people being scared to say his name.
Yeah.
And that can only work for so long. Like, that just does not have longevity. That's like a Boston Rob play, and look how many times he had to play to win.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not smart. At least I don't see the merit in it, to be honest with you. Like, I think, like, because even if you get to the end, you're just going, at best, you'll play a game like George, where you'll get to the end and no one will vote for you to win, even if you are the deserving winner.
Yeah, I mean, well...
Like, it's just not...
Yeah.
It's just not smart. I don't see, like, what's his name? The guy that's, like, kicked out of Survivor, Richard Hatch? Is that...
What,
no. The guy with the hat that short fat man that always does well.
Oh, Russell.
That's it, Russell.
Yeah,
again, it never pans out. I just don't see a world where when the players decide who wins, pissing them off is going to work to your advantage, or intimidating is going to work to your advantage. It may work short term, but it won't work for you to win. If it works long enough for you to get yourself to the final tribal and petition to be voted the sole survivor, it's just not reasonable. It's just not smart, like, to piss everybody off that you're then going to count on to give you a vote. Whether you do it now, pre-merge, or you do it in merge, it's just never a good idea to carry yourself in an intimidating way.
I feel like I really need a solid episode on their tribe to get a grip on how I'm feeling about Mark at the moment. Like, and
I hear that.
What he's doing, because I don't want to go too hard in and comment too much on what you said when it feels.
What do you think about? Okay, if it's not about Mark though, about the general.
Like, it feels like he's the idea
of, like, I'm just going to intimidate my tribe.
No, I can't stand that. Well, but I think that's why I can't. That's why I don't like him. Like, you can't
stand it, but do you think it ever
can win?
Yeah.
I think you've got a 1 in 10 chance of it winning. I don't
think we've ever had a winner that has won like that.
I would say, like, I don't understand the difference. Like, my brain just can't quite comprehend the difference between that and a Boston Rob, because, like, Boston Rob did have them. Like, Boston Rob literally had them all not fearful, because he made them feel like it was their choice to not speak to the other tribe and that we're just voting them off. But then when it gets to, like, and then, every 3 votes he's voting off one of their own, and they're still listening to him, and it's so obvious that he's going to go and win. But so I feel like we have seen winners like that.
Okay.
And Boston Rob's one of them. Mark from season 9 or season 8, season 7, whatever, he was like one of them, but not quite in the same way, because it's more of a cult leader than the fear factor, perhaps slightly more charisma, but they're definitely feeding them some sort of positive fear of, like, remember, like, we stay strong, rather than remember, like, if we team with them, then we could go home. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's feeding positive instead of,
I totally hear that, and I think you're making a really good point. What do you feel about this? I feel like the key difference that will decide whether that's a good thing to do or a winnable game or not is how much sprinkle of bullying you put in. I feel like Russell, Mark in this season, I can't think of any other names off the top of my head, but, like, it's coming across a bit of a bully. A bit of, you said what? Excuse me? Type of way. Whereas with, like, Rob from South Africa, for example, he also ran a cult.
Rob,
super positive, but also was intimidating and was like, who said my name vibes, right? Had everyone kind of scared, but he wasn't ever a bully. He wasn't ever treating someone badly. He was intimidating people, but he wasn't being, brash.
No, I think I'd go one step further and say, look, like, when we're talking about these people, like Russell versus Boston Rob. Well, if you're in the real world, let's get real. Like, Boston Rob is probably a really nice person, and he's full of character. He's someone that you'd be, like, happy to get a drink with, because he's probably, like, quite fun to talk to. Russell's probably an arsehole. And Mark, the diplomat from this season, is probably, like, I think Russell's a very unique person, but, like, I think we both thought when we first saw Mark that he could be a bit of a mean person. Like, comes across a little bit mean. Like, there's something deep in there that's just a little bit mean. You thought that about
Mark from his first season as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't have that opinion.
Like you said the other day, like he, in my opinion, he really gives like he's intimidated by men, and he doesn't like, and when like Mark from season I just can't remember what season he was. You know, the married one though, from
the boring winner.
Yeah, the boring winner. Yeah. He like I don't think I particularly want to get a pint with him, but he doesn't feel like a bad guy. He's married. He's a family guy. Like, he doesn't feel like an arsehole, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't feel like it's fair to put Mark and Russell in the same category. I mean, we don't know either of them. But, like, I don't think Mark is coming across that abrasive as Russell. Russell's in a tier of his own.
Yeah, he is.
I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, I get the sense that Mark feels like. Bear in mind, we've seen very little of his tribe since the early episodes, and his interactions with them. But it feels like he thinks he's in a tribe full of numpties. Yeah. And he's just like, oh, these people are all beneath me.
That's
like,
how I feel.
I can run, like he's a shepherd amongst sheep.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
And I just think, like, it takes a certain level of arrogance to look at the people in your tribe, and that's the assessment that you make. Again, obviously, I'm going to bring up how he spoke about the women. Very odd. And then now how he spoke to Johnson, very odd. And his confessionals about, you know, Don coming in, it just almost feels like, where is the human to human connection? Like, I felt like in his first season, it felt like he was genuinely connecting with all the players in his tribe. And he wanted to work with certain players a lot more than others. But he had like, that's what it came across to me, that like he had built friendships with these people. Whereas this season, I don't necessarily have that same impression. I feel like he just doesn't respect them. He doesn't think much of any of them. And they're not going to be someone, like there was no one important in their lives, you know? Like they're not going to be anyone of significance, which is fine. People, like, you guys are on a game show. You don't need to be people for life. But I kind of just feel like he thinks he's in the cool club of Survivor. He's made it as part of the returnee, and most of you people are going to be nothing. And I'm not going to waste my time.
Which blows my mind when I'm like, you're the last person out of all four of them. Like, you're the last person. Like, I'd much rather see Don Rogers than you.
Robert Rogers. Don did a good job there.
Just this totally like kind of random, but just to show how much of an arsehole, you know, Russell is, like, and really diving into like my memory banks. Like, Russell is the guy that stands up after finishing second on his first season on the reunion with his wife present, saying how much he loves her. And I can't remember if he said he did it for her, but like, you know, like he really like put it on strong that like she's his rock. And then he cheated on her shortly after. Like, and it's like, yeah, all you needed was a tiny bit of fame for it to really maybe get someone different, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, he's an arsehole. But I'd love Russell to watch this and rebuttal.
Yeah. Oh, we'd love to hear from him, for sure. Yeah. We'd love to hear from anyone. Hello!
Shouting into the abyss.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, I have another proposition for you. Another question, right? What do you think you should do if someone is approaching you and saying, I heard you've been saying my name?
Wait. What's the question? What would I do?
What do you think you should do?
Oh, what do you think? Okay, so literally just in Mark, but like it's a bit too nuanced. Like, are you in Mark's shoes, or are you talking?
You are the person.
Are you saying as in I'm playing the game?
Yeah, like you're playing the game. You've said my name. And I'm coming to you and I'm like, John, you've been saying my name.
Oh, I see. What should I do? I say a lot of people's names. Look, I'm not saying that's the correct thing to say. You just asked me what would I say. That's the first thing that would come to my mind.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for you. Yeah.
You're not unique here, Isabel. Like, you think I'm only saying your name.
I say a lot of people's names.
I say everyone's name.
Don't feel special. My
number one is Jason, and Jason, I said his name yesterday because this is Survivor, isn't it? Like this isn't the point to survive.
Okay, and why did you say mine?
Well, because you're a big threat. What do you think? What, you don't think you're a threat?
Interesting. Okay, now you're putting it back on me.
Yeah, do you not?
No, I don't think I'm a big thret. I think I have no reason. I thought we had a good working relationship.
We've got very good working relationship. I thought we were in it together. I would love to like, are you keen to move forward then? Because
not if you're saying my name.
Well, the reality is I'm going to keep saying everyone's name.
And you're on. And you're banished. Yeah, awful.
Oh, so you think you have the power to get rid of me?
Yeah, because all I have to go and do is tell everyone that you're saying their name, which you've just admitted. Ben even heard it.
Look, I don't know you from Adam.
And scene. But the point stands. Johnson handled that poorly. You at least kept your calm. But like that, like... No, I haven't. No. That. Do you know what it was
Go
giving?
and ask her, bro.
Do you know what it was giving? You're gonna love this. Wait, now I forgot how it goes. Said she caught me in the shower. It wasn't me. Back on the sofa. It wasn't me. Getting louder. She even caught me on camera. It wasn't me. It was so giving. You've just caught your partner in the act. And they're just saying, what? No.
Well, Mark even said
it wasn't. No,
right?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Like, that was just so unbelievably bad. Like, he needed, if it was to be believable, you always need to say, what? Who said that?
Yeah.
Instantly say that. If you say, who told you that? Nah.
Well, then he's going to say, no, I heard it from you.
But how could you if I've not said that?
I did say Mark makes great rice. Did you hear me say Mark must go? Like,
you must have misheard. Where did this happen? You ask them all the questions like, who told you, when? Like, if they're saying, I heard you say it, okay, what day, when? Because you clearly misunderstood. I may have been saying you stink, you know what I mean? But I did not say your name. But it's not believable if you instantly go, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyone that just goes, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's not believable.
Yeah.
It's instantly like a lie. You need to ask that person for details, have them explain it to you so you know exactly how much finesse you need to do, because there's a world where Johnson could have gotten out of that and said, who said that, when, and and what did they say though? Because I don't understand, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't see why he would say that, because I haven't said your name. Or I don't see why he would say that, because he was the one saying he wanted to vote you out. And I mentioned your name because this other person, there was someone else that had mentioned your name.
Yeah.
So, like, it wasn't like it's me pushing it, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Or like whoever told you is saying it. I'm not pushing it. I've just heard your name. But I just thought it was chatter because it was right after Tribal. See, because he said it was after Tribal. Yeah, it was right after Tribal because of the stunt you pulled, mate. Like, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah. That's
we were all talking about you. You instantly make it like that, and it's fine.
You know, like you just asking me though, like, I do know if I've ever said anyone's name and I think and I think it could come back to me, I'm not going to be able to sleep until I come up with something in case they ask me. You know what I mean? Like, as in, I'll have my thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he clearly hadn't. But Johnson does come across like a very confident person that would think he doesn't need to think on something like that. Like,
I just feel like he comes across snaky, like you know those friends, those friends who have a hair full of secrets. I may be speaking from experience. No, but that like are happy and comfortable to but then will never say anything to the face of someone and be like, no, I never said that. What? And just play dumb.
Yeah.
That's not how you win someone on side, you know? Mm-hmm. I think it's fascinating to see that Ben just like was zoning out during that conversation. It confirmed my suspicions that I don't think he's like switched on. I think he's there for the challenges and for a good time, because I mean, anybody else would have been grabbing the popcorn and would have been like, guys.
But that's what he was doing, because
mate, he was looking off into the distance.
Just
he was
think what you're saying. He didn't leave the chat.
Yeah. He didn't leave the chat. That's true.
He's got the popcorn, but he doesn't want to feel like
he doesn't want to show it.
Yeah. That's I was in a conversation the other day and I felt uncomfortable with it, and I instantly was like, I've got somewhere else to go because I don't want to be part of this. Like he was like.
But he never looked at them. It looked like he was like looking off into the distance. He looked bored to me. But okay, fair enough. I guess we'll find out. I really want to hear what these other players are thinking. Like, I wonder, okay, if you're Caleb going back,
yeah.
Do you tell everybody what happened, or do you?
You're talking about Caleb, like it.
You do,
are you
right?
saying
Surely.
if I'm Caleb, or are you saying if I'm John? Because Caleb, like, you can't get into his mind. It takes a unique person to be him, you know?
Yeah, but I guess being the funnel of information makes you more likable. I found all of this out. This is exactly what's going on in that tribe. I know exactly who we'd be able to work with if we're in a swap.
You know, Caleb, that guy is going to get one move. He'll get one move this this season.
And he'll go.
No, he'll get one move in this season and he'll be unbearable. And we'll be rooting for him to go so badly in the next vote, and he probably will.
Yeah, I don't think I'd root for him. I could, if I was in the island with him, I'd be having a really hard time. But, you know, from the comfort of my home, I really appreciate what he's got going on. He's really...
Yeah,
you know, he's putting some kick into the season.
I don't need it personally.
I can see why production picked him.
It's more weak. It's like I can't help but see it as weak play, but his character.
Yeah, I think it's weak play. This feels like we've just swapped. Like, I feel like you're the one who appreciates entertaining people, and I'm the one who's just like, what the hell are you doing? But you know, I got to respect someone who can harness chaos and thrive in it. Yeah. And I think I think that's what his like superpower would be. The more chaotic things are, the better he will do. So he's like, let's not do the status quo. Let's get rid of the predictable factors of the returnees. Let's just even the playing field and play and see what happens. And I think part of the appeal of keeping returnees is you know exactly where you sit. You're not the top target, but you know there's always them that you could always vote out when it's convenient for you, right? And Caleb is just like, nah, let's just, let's go. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he's got up his sleeve. But,
well, he hasn't got anything up his sleeve other than spontaneity, right?
Well, anything he's got up his sleeve, he's throwing it.
Yeah. Right, we better make a move soon. 30 seconds. Who's going home next? Who's losing, and who's going home next?
See, I have a feeling that next episode will be tribe swap.
I don't think so.
So that will be tricky.
I think we would have seen something more likely to point it. Okay.
But that's my prediction, that it will be tribe swap. Okay. If it's not a tribe swap, who do I think will go home?
Just say it. I think...
Okay. in Baron Tribe, I'm sticking with Mark. Though after today's episode, I'm a bit more like, oh, Johnson, are you going to be okay, buddy? But I think he will be. I'm going to say Mark for Baron. For Bounty, I don't think it will be Rich because it looked like Rich is in a trio with Cameron and Aisha. Lottie is in a trio with Cameron and Aisha.
Just leave Jackson.
Simon is kissing Lottie's ass in the preview. I don't think that would work. I think Lottie thinks Simon isn't a big enough of a threat. Harry was, but Simon isn't. So Simon's in my yellow zone. And then we've got Jackson. I think Jackson could go, even though I don't want him to go. Lyndall could go if she's still thinking that she's safe. I'll say Lyndall.
Oh, yeah, Lyndall.
Just for sheer hope. But I don't.
Oh, and Loz.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think Loz will. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. I'll say Loz. Yeah, Loz.
Yeah.
I'm going to lock in Loz.
Who's Johnson's number one?
I don't know. We haven't seen enough.
Exactly. I'm going to say Loz and Johnson's number one.
Not Johnson.
No.
Okay.
I think, yeah. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. Well,
thanks, guys.
Another episode coming up tomorrow.
We'll see you then.
See you then.
Bye.